I just finished the full cosmetic makeover of my 997, taking it from this to this. But there's still one more piece of the puzzle to fix, and that's the exhaust. Right now, it sounds a bit underwhelming, like this. So the only natural thing to do was to reach out to Valvetronic and plead my life-threatening condition, and they jumped at the opportunity and sent out their gold anodized full stainless steel exhaust with race headers, free flow mufflers. I'm pretty sure at this point this is the only thing that's gonna fix me. All right, so step one is to get all of this out of the way. Headers are coming off, mufflers, these rear X pipes are coming off, the tips came off already. So Tony, our certified tech here, is gonna be the one working with us today. And hopefully none of these bolts are rusted out. Like I said in the last video, this car did come from New York, so only God can help us there. But we're gonna get on to just loosening all the bolts and see if we can maybe drop it as a full unit or if we're gonna have to pull it off as individual pieces. All right, so there's 11 head studs, and these are known to snap, like I was saying. And thankfully, 11 of them came out nice and easy, but only this one right here snapped off. So thankfully it's in a pretty accessible location, but we're gonna get this out of the way and then maybe try a pair of vice grips. And if that doesn't work, we're gonna have to weld a nut onto the end of the stud and get it off that way.
We continued by pulling the cats and oxygen sensors, and then unfortunately the vice grips didn't work on the head studs, so we had to bring out the big guns.
First two?
Three-way fist pump. Now that the stock exhaust was removed, it was time to install the new shiny bits. We started by swapping over the muffler brackets and then bolting those in. While Tony was working on the mufflers, I installed the middle X pipe and then jumped onto these gorgeous race headers. These are free flow equal length headers, so they should really unlock that race car sound that I'm after. After the headers were in, I installed the downpipe, and then it was nearly complete. All right, so we're at the last point underneath before moving on to the exhaust tips. So we've got our headers to downpipe, mufflers, and mid-pipe to the X-pipe. The X-pipe we've tried to center line on the car as much as possible and then space out these mid-pipes evenly. Tighten all the clamps, and then we can move on to the final part of the exhaust tips before moving on to the vacuum control box. Talked to Valvetronic last night. They were saying that this can be mounted behind the rear seats under the carpet, and then there should be some sort of grommet or wire flap to run our vacuum line and then power cable. All right, so right now we're trying to find a place to mount the vacuum control box. I'm on the inside of the car, obviously, and supposedly this rear shelf behind the rear seats can be removed, and then that's where one Valvetronic vacuum box can be mounted. So there's just these two Bose plates for the sound system, and then two T27 Torx bits, and then the shelf supposedly slides off. So we'll see about that. As this is a valve sport exhaust setup, it means that it comes with its own vacuum controller.
Inside the unit is a vacuum pump that builds pressure to open and close the valves depending on your drive mode or remote trigger. Step 1 was pulling out this rear carpet section. After that, I had to remove the mounting plate underneath. Once that was clear, Tony cut the vacuum hose to length and I fed it through the grommet. With the hose connected and rounded, it was time to start buttoning everything back up. I reinstalled the subwoofer brackets, laid the carpet back in place, and finally dropped the subwoofer back in and bolted it down. And just like that, the interior was back together.
All right, so we got all that plugged in. We're gonna go ahead and get first start. Okay. We'll start up. Backing it out. All right. Wow. I mean, just all the personality that this flat 6 has just completely came out. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, that... Oh my god. So first impressions is that sounds like a cup car. I mean, it probably is the race headers and the not having cats part of it, but tunnel. Yeah, I mean, I think if you're building one of these cars, this has to be on the list, at least some sort of exhaust, because without it, you can't hear the car at all. I mean, the Valvetronic exhaust really brings this car to life. Like, I just feel, makes it feel so much more raw. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just so good.